Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation. Professor Devi Vijay and I have written this paper titled The Facade of Neoliberal Merit, Empty Work and Unethical Subjects at a Business School. The primary research motivation of this study was to understand the notion of merit. Meritocracy is generally regarded as a system that rewards individuals for their ability and talent. It is typically presented as a fair and aspirational principle for modern societies. It is espoused by nations, political and corporate leaders, and universities. And yet we find that social inequalities have increased worldwide. This is true in India as well. For instance, in 2016, top 10% earners amassed 55% of the national income. In 1980, this percentage was about 31%. Therefore, we wanted to understand how does merit as an aspirational ethical principle coexist with social inequality. We do this by examining what merit means for MBA students at an Indian business school. Our study is located at one of the Indian Institutes of Management, one of the IIMs, henceforth called ABC. It is an exemplary site for the study for three reasons. First, past study has suggested that these schools have been sites that reproduce social inequality. Second, IIMs are regarded as very meritocratic. They are among the few Indian institutions that are globally recognized and do well in international rankings. IIMs conduct their own admission test known as the CAT. Thousands of aspirants apply. Acceptance rates are typically less than 1%. Third, being public institutions, they also have an affirmative action policy in place. This is called the reservation policy in India. As per this policy, 50% of the admissions to the IIMs are reserved for certain sections of the population based on caste and class. This section is therefore called the reserved category, while the unreserved category is usually referred to as the general category. Caste is a social stratification system prevalent in India with far-reaching implications. It determines who one marries, what one's occupation is likely to be, and who one votes for. Thus, caste is a primary form of local identity. For our study, we took a qualitative approach. We conducted interviews, anonymous qualitative surveys, and analyzed the participant voiced poem. We interviewed participants from both genders and the reserved and general categories. And based on the analysis, we present three main findings or the three main meanings of merit. First of all, a fundamental way to define success or meritoriousness at a B school was one's placements or pay, salary package, etc. Thus, the higher your pay, the more meritorious you are. However, what determines placements is more than just academics. There was an entire hidden curriculum. One had to have good internships during one's undergraduation, certain types of extracurriculars, and convey a certain level of sophistication that was signaled by spending a term abroad on student exchange, typically in Europe. That these were the steps required to get the best job placements were known only to a few. These were typically the urban, upper caste, middle class, IIT educated MBA students who already had a head start compared to the rest of the batch even before they had joined the MBA program. So there was this hyper competitive space where everyone is trying to embellish their resumes in different ways. We argue that this leads to empty work, which essentially is many activities lose their essence. For example, academics is no longer about knowledge and learning. It is just about securing a decent enough GPA. Similarly, awareness of social issues gets diluted to general knowledge or current affairs. Thus, merit was extremely neoliberal and job market focused. The second meaning or marker of merit was English language skills. In India, only 17% have access to decent English medium school education. We found that this differential that starts at the schooling level widens as those with poor English skills struggle to learn from English textbooks, participate in class participation, class discussions, which then affected their grades, and then essentially created an impression or perception that those who can't speak fluent English are not so smart or not so meritorious. Finally, we also found that merit was equated or was synonymous with the general category. Now, the CAT is an online computer-based exam conducted in English. Typically, therefore, the CAT percentile cutoffs for the reserved category were lower than those for the general category. As a result, many students believed that reserved category students hadn't earned their place and therefore didn't deserve to be in this meritocratic institution. It is important to note that these perceptions were not openly talked about. IIMs are generally regarded as casteless spaces. Hence, no one would directly ask another person what their caste was. Instead, one could infer this. One could infer one's caste status by gauging their English fluency and CAT percentiles. General category students often made it a point to highlight their CAT percentiles on their resumes. We found that some of these perceptions were internalized by even the reserved category students, who then felt that they didn't belong at an IIM. This led to then feelings of exclusion and alienation. Thus, the two main implications that emerge from our study are: first, we showcase how a neoliberal discourse of merit leads to empty work. Second, we see how this prevalent notion in the B school essentially inverts the logic of affirmative action. Now, the affirmative action policy is what is unfair because it lets in undeserving candidates to this meritocratic institution. So we showcase how merit is used to discredit already socially disadvantaged groups. That was our paper. Hope you liked this presentation. Thank you.